First, I want to preface this video with this disclaimer. I don't have any more information on this subject than is publicly available through media reports. I just have a different take on why these events unfolded as they did. So I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan, and I'm extremely delighted with the selection of the uniquely qualified Kyle Whittingham as Michigan's new head coach. But this video is not about him, nor is it about Sherrone Moore's fall from grace. This alternate theory is about how the whole thing played out, the very odd coincidences of timing, and what I suggest may be the real backstory. Now, Michigan's donor base, especially given its large alumni network and deep pockets, is among the wealthiest in college football, with individuals capable of influencing recruiting through NIL money and other financial support. In case you haven't noticed, the new NIL rules have put wealthy blue-chip universities like Michigan in a position to change the college football landscape. Just look at Larry Ellison's involvement in the $10+ million deal signing up star quarterback Bryce Underwood as an example. By the way, Larry Ellison is of Oracle fame, and he's often cited as the wealthiest man in the USA. He's kind of in a seesaw battle with Elon Musk. Sometimes Musk is ahead, sometimes Ellison is ahead. This is just a sampling of University of Michigan donor list. There's a lot of deep pockets there. So as to my alternative theory, and this is no offense to Sherrone Moore, but after assembling what many would consider a world-class Michigan Wolverines roster, I find myself wondering whether some Michigan supporters and others may also have wanted a world-class head coach. Perhaps someone with a Nick Saban-level resume, for example. Not someone recently promoted from within and without prior head coaching experience. Sherrone Moore, for example. After all, the Michigan head coach job is probably among the top 3 or 4 head coaching jobs in all of college football. So just think about that for a few seconds, that concept. Now let's refresh the timeline. December 6th, 7th was the end of the regular college football season. Oh, how convenient. December 8th, Moore's executive assistant breaks off their widely suspected long-term relationship. Wednesday, December 10th, Moore's executive assistant allegedly delivers evidence of this long-term affair to Michigan authorities. And on the same day, December 10th, Moore is immediately fired at lightning speed. It's difficult for me to imagine that there was any meaningful time for reflection, executive-level deliberation, or fully developed communication strategy in such a narrow time window. You know, in my experience in business, decisions at this level usually unfold over days or weeks, not hours. And people aren't usually surprised at that level when they do get fired. But then, 2 days later, on December 12th, of course you get Monday, December 8th, relationship gets broken off. Wednesday, December 10th, all hell breaks loose, right? She brings in the evidence, he gets fired, many other things we're not going to discuss in this video. Then on Friday, December 12th, about noon Michigan time, Kyle Whittingham issues a statement stating he'll step down as Utah's head coach after 21 seasons, saying the time is right to step down. In follow-up remarks, he underscored that he wasn't ready to retire. He says, and if my phone rings, I'll answer it and we'll see, suggesting he remained open to future coaching roles. So here's where my theory comes in. Consider this. First, it's widely reported that Sherrone Moore's behavior toward various women has been going on for several years, not just the last year or so. Through Instagram messages, they call DMs, social media. And some of these women were reportedly involved in college athletics, and thus, while not criminal, it would be highly appropriate given Sherrone Moore's status and their own concerns about their own careers. Now, I don't have any first-hand knowledge of this, only what I've read and what's in the public record. More importantly, though, reports indicate that university officials were aware of concerns and conducted inquiries into this alleged affair by sometime in mid-2024, fully a year and a half ago. But Sherrone Moore and the female involved were questioned at that time and both denied the relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you that surreptitious, outside of the marriage, adulterous affairs are ubiquitous in not only in sports but in business and a lot of places. I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just saying they happen, right? However, multiple reports describe the situation as a poorly kept secret within the athletic department, according to sources familiar with the program. And multiple sources within the program claimed the affair wasn't a secret and was, quote, too obvious during the recent 2025 season. Clearly, much was suspected, or my suspicion, known long before that December 10th day. So my alternate theory is admittedly not allegations, not supported by any facts that are not publicly available. However, the university may have been looking for a pretext to make a head coach change to complete the rebuilding, not only of this new dynamic roster, but by adding an all-star coach. Someone with an outstanding record as a head coach, someone who would add integrity and stability, and someone who would quell some of the scandals that during the Sherrone Moore and Jim Harbaugh era. Despite the rumors about other candidates like Kalen DeBoer, Kenny Dillingham, and others, with a tight timeline, the Oklahoma game, the January 2nd opening of the transfer portal window, I suspect all this may have been noise. The Whittingham deal may have been baked in for weeks or even months. Kyle Whittingham's appeal goes well beyond his success at growing teams and winning games, although that's certainly not to be overlooked. Over 2 decades at Utah, he developed a reputation as a disciplined, steady leader, someone known for structure, accountability, and personal integrity. In an era when college football programs are increasingly exposed to off-field risk, Whittingham has been widely viewed as a safe pair of hands by trusted administrators. He's been respected by players and reliable in moments when stability matters as much as performance. Moreover, on the financial side alone, Michigan wins by no expensive buyout, as would have been the case in almost every other scenario, and 2, no payout to Sherrone Moore, where a case had been built up over time for that prompt dismissal with cause. So this is just opinion, folks. Feel free to blast me on this or tell me your thoughts if you agree. This channel, Savela Insights, is not necessarily a sports-focused channel. It's reserved for enlightenment, opinion, and especially for timely content like this you won't likely find elsewhere. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time on Savela Insights.